Yeah, the rest is not that important. Also, like all different clients actually. Right, I forgot about that feature. Yeah, man. Why are they shown anyway? Can spec them. I also thought so. Maybe that might be a first step until I honestly stopped believing. To be honest, I'm waiting so long for this feature, the feature we shall not talk about, the unspoken feature. And I've actually lost a little bit of They're confirmed often that they will not do something around that. What I still think is a bad decision. Don't know if it's that much of a decision or if it is just really impossible for them. But if it would be somehow possible for them and they really decide on not doing it, it's kind of a throw. You can always dream. That's true. That's true. Hard to implement, not worth the effort. Yeah, what I mean. If it is possible, I think they're harshly underestimating how powerful that is. Yeah. I think they could easily push one update out with just like, hey, like basically like with the Conquest one, right? Hey, we didn't balance that much this patch, but hey, we got spectate mode now. This is the spectate mode update. I don't think there would be that much of a backlash for that. Oh, that's a Kraken spawn. Let me see. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Everything is coastal. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just also special with me. Like, I wouldn't completely bother if they would say, like, here's one update. It took us very long, but it is, therefore it is only the spectator mode. We couldn't do anything else, nothing special around that. But therefore we got that. I would still be completely hyped. Best update ever. Yeah, it makes sense, it makes sense. It would boost the game, yet still at this moment, like at any moment they could bring that out and it would yet boost the game. Alone with that feature, like a border to do like own tournaments or own stuff, that is just so hard to realize right now because you need to worry about so many things. Like I already thought about maybe doing a kind of league type of tournament. Maybe, like I were just thinking doing it maybe 1v1. And having the people sending game records to me, like the recording of the games, because the recording are a little bit easier than doing that, like doing streams of the games. But it would also mean they would need to send me all the recordings, like there would so much stuff that I need to send from left to right. Then you would need to watch out that the players don't talk about the how the games have been gone, because they could just spoil anything, right? It's weird to think about how to realize any kind of tournament right now. And with the spectator mode, it would just be easy. Everyone could do it. Like, hey, Little John League 3 starting next week. You heard about that? You're joining? I honestly, like, the border of making a community game or tournament or whatever would be so much lower. Like you could make that so much easier, and so much more people would be thrown to do it. Sure. might be right, probably are. Yeah, it makes sense, makes sense. Oh nah, man. For tournaments, streaming is a really bad thing. It is the worst type to do a tournament at all. Like, I can't imagine a thing worse than having the people stream the tournament. Like, the people stream the games of the tournament themselves. Don't think that's actually what you meant, right? 'Cause it's so hard to organize that. Yeah. I think the only player that I really never had a problem with, I also want to note out, with all the tournaments that were really not good organized from the side, that the players in 90% of the time didn't knew that I were casting the game, or that they would be casted at all. Like, usually I just sent the friend request to the people, and then basically at the day of the tournament I wrote them, hey dude, I'm the caster, I might be casting your game, so yeah, be kinda ready at least. But usually just when I knew, oh, it could actually happen that I cast those players, it oftentimes ended in problems. There were a lot of people that didn't make problems, but with a lot of people I also only had to do one time. But one player that I can definitely note out who never made any problems with streaming and were always super helpful were Venrail, man. Venrail were always so helpful about that. He would sometimes even pause the game for a second to just make sure that it is actually broadcasted, you know? And so many people would just not care about that, and Venrail were always very helpful. I was always very happy when it was said, hey, you gotta cast the Venrail game. And I just knew, God, thank God, man. At least he knows what's up. I did get the middle. Yes. Over there. Venrail is a nice dude. That's true, man. People can be overshined by him tryharding in the game. But that doesn't change something about that he's a nice dude, man. At all. A lot of work, spectator. Yeah, that's true, Like, for me personally, I would be, as soon as the spectator mode would be announced, I think I would be, yeah. The next day, I would at least be doing the plans. I don't know if I would be announcing a tournament the very next day, but I would at least be starting to plan it out the very next day. As soon as I would know that something like that would be coming. But like we said, most likely it will. Rather late. Water right there. So, Stag Clan. No fish. I get 2 silos then. To get rid of this bear. Remember the days where I clicked colonization? Nice. I really need it with the altar anyway. Just be producing everything here. I'm not sure what the exact number is. I'm missing a little bit of gold, right? Yeah, missing a little bit of gold. Wood. Wood is okay. Will be coming in quite quickly. I'm basically waiting for the next lure. Nice. Also pull the lore master for a second. I don't like this, but I wanna really be able to feast right after the winter. That should also be possible. We go. Until the feast is over. Warfare ready. Oh, there's a vill in there. I thought I can just pre-build it. Build it somewhere else. I really want the woodcutter's lodge upgrade, and this one here of course, because it's in forest. So, silos. Let's upgrade them pretty cheaply soon. Yep. For real? Stupid as hell. Who thought there were fish on there? A second. There we go. Got confused. I just go full for minerals right now. All of skulls would also be needed, but not really for happiness right now. Get there. Broke down the war camp for no reason. Not too bad since my wood economy is crazy, but I will most likely just build the war camp in the very same tile again. Get my trade here up. It's at least safe. Thanks a lot, Sertaita. Man, that were read badly. As Sertaita. Sertaita. Let's do it like that. Welcome, dude. Hello. Thanks a lot for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Let up. Get my war chief pretty soon too. So I can block the attack of the ghosts. 15. Yeah. For coinage first. Was 9. It's far from being enough. Plus 18 sounds a little better. Oh no. Damn it. Let's just not lose the game to 3 ghosts now. It's just not out of the box play here, I know. Cool. Nope. I need. That's what I need. That is what I need. Run. Also start merchants here. Skulls. 9 there. 6 there. We're going out of stone here. I'm not completely stockpiling it. What is always great on Stag. We actually use it. I need to 55 iron and 50 gold. Or they are done with both upgrades. The 5 iron will actually be harder than you might think. Okay. Eight already though. Get the yachts now. Bang. We are waiting for the haul. Pretty late usually. Like if I would go lower tree, I would need it a lot earlier, but I get a lot of happiness here of the altar, out of my silos. So much bonus happiness. Okay. Having so many scouts not beneficial for me right now, but not too bad. Stag I can definitely hold it. What would be helpful for me? More food tiles. No. Nice. Could be main. Starving. To upgrade that. Do I also have so many tiles of it? I think so. $200. Now what? Dang it. You now got 3 months, 2. Even thought about this too. People now actually go for Jodna. Trade the iron away. Get camps. Oh, when he's feasting, we are also feasting, or what? Feasting forever. I guess, right? Yeah, makes sense. If there's growing demand for spectator mode, they might consider it. Okay. That's crazy, actually. Never heard something like that from Shiro. Like, I always just heard, yeah, no. What's he doing it? Go for orange again. And we got young and proud. This is the moment, man. The moment we have waited for. Young and proud is in. Plus 7x throws even far away. Plus 8. Plus 9. So it shouldn't even matter that these are shield bearers, to be honest. This number, this should matter. If they are getting more, it should matter again. I got it. Two dose? Nah. I'll lose my chief. It's not good that I go alone against the shield player. I don't know if that were the best call, honestly. Oftentimes happens when you split your army. I think this should rather be something for the warrior player. Because I am useless against shields, man, even with plus 10 axes. I think this was the replay mode. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. We're never actually coming something from Shiro. How far I would know where they would actually say, yeah, is important. I don't know. I just always have a rough time to find a strategy game that has a spectator mode that has actually died. Never heard of those. Oh, we have two players going axes. I think I should have gone warriors, man. Nah, I should have gone warriors. Blue. I don't think it's all too bad for the wolf to go access to. Oh, nah, I go here. Second. There comes our death blow, I think. Back. Oh, we stopped. I didn't realize that. It's again 4 throwers for nothing, man. I think that's it. To be honest. I can't like lose pop like that. It's like bye bye 4x throwers. See ya. Ah, yeah, yeah. Can get more though. 6. Now blue is getting it. Oh, am I so slow? Oh, okay. I think actually the thing that most likely lost us the game were no player going for warriors. While I think I should have been the one going for warriors in the end. Yeah. Got a few more. Let's go. Give it that. GG, well played. We threw it! We threw it! Ah, damn it, man. Yeah, in the end, we would have won the game if I would have gone warriors. I'm pretty sure. If the game just would have played out just as it would have played out right here, I would have won the game with warriors. Because I were playing against the bear right here in the 1v1. In the late run, let's see if I would have been able to reach 3k. Not really, but still would have been very, very helpful there. And yeah, doing the damage against the shields. I still don't think that I would have killed the shields, but I would have at least traded better. Like my trade there were a joke, man. I lose everything to get nothing. Nice. GG, man. Yeah, man. Nice game. Yeah, warriors could have changed a lot there. It's so hurtful to be the player that does the single front. Like if two players pressure on one front and you're the player on the other front, and you just have X throws, man. That's so rough because yeah, the player with shields will just come over to you. We especially also had the bear player with the very position of him, right? That's Ternius base. So it's just rough to really pressure there. We needed warriors, and just brain deadly just went straight for X's, not realizing that we have a wolf in there. We should definitely talk to each other who's doing what. No, just shields, but 16 warband of them. It's right. How many X's I had? I had 16 or 18. I think just 16 in the fight against you. But didn't really make too much of a difference. Like they had a lot of attack, but still, you cannot completely destroy shields. Hard to say. I think there's some way to outmicro them, but especially in those masses, I think it's pretty hard. Mine were also upgraded. Then. Yeah, true. Sure. Like, I think every fight that happens like after 802, I usually just take it as a given that everything is upgraded. Usually just very shocked if I then see something not upgraded. Yeah, maybe we should have also gone in all together in one tile. Maybe that would have went a little bit better, but since we had two players going for X throwers, it's not great. It's hard to play around. But yeah, then I think we would have definitely went a little bit better if we would have gone all in the same tile. So Darkosine would have been a little bit of a meat shield in front of the both X-Thrower players, but then in the end still we would have lost against a combo who